It's match number 52, and RCB is on a winning streak. They completely demolished Gujarat Titans today. The bowling looks right on point. It looks dangerous. They're batting well. They keep giving the fans a bit of a heart attack every now and then. That batting collapse didn't surprise us, um, or stress us because we know that RCB can choke anytime. I mean, this suddenly they went back to this being classic RCB, and then they got back, and Dinesh Karthik, just won the match for them. In fact, I was watching this match at my cousin's place and I was telling them, well, I know that they did really well with bowling, but I know for the fact that RCB is known to choke. Just wait and watch and see, how these wickets fall. And when that actually happened, I looked at him and said, well, I told you so, man. I told you so. The wickets fell a little too late. Faf du Plessis and Virat Kohli actually played a fantastic innings. Faf getting that quick 50, Virat Kohli in his 40s somehow, still continues to be consistent with that orange cap on top right there. I guess it was just too late for that collapse, right? I get it. It was a very ridiculous collapse. It's shameful. Um, if this was if the total was any higher, maybe things would have been very different. But it was kind of shameful. The legwork, a lot of the work was done during the power play. In fact, it was one of the highest power play scores in this year and probably even for RCB. But by then, it was too late. It was too late. Gujarat Titans could not do that a little earlier. Um, but yeah, the batting collection stopped. Batting collapse didn't stop them, and Dinesh Karthik leads them to a very comfortable win, sparing a lot of overs. Now, the question on everybody's mind, obviously, is could they still qualify? Could they still qualify for the playoffs? Are they just going to keep ruining the chances for the rest of the teams? It's like a payback leg of the tournament for RCB. They somehow just keep managing to block the other teams from going to the playoffs. And well, this is one way to be happy. I guess this is one way to make the fans happy. They suffer a lot of defeat in the start of the tournament, or pretty much most of the tournament so far. And then the fans are finally getting to see some happy matches. So, you know, won't complain. As long as the fans are happy, they're happy, and RCB should just keep doing that. If they can't qualify, definitely, put a damper on the other teams and make this whole point table a little more difficult and unpredictable. So I'm all game for that. I'm totally game for that. Um, Anyway, the early wickets that they took made GT look like a amateur team. This was the slowest power play in the history of IPL. You did not expect that from Gujarat Titans. And this team has won an IPL trophy. They were finalists last year. And if you're telling me just removing Hardik Pandya, made this team what it is right now, it's really hard to believe because I still think that Ashish Nehra was calling the shots. Ashish Nehra was doing all the work, probably like a micromanaging guy. But who knows? Maybe Hardik was the X factor that GT actually need. But it's also Shubman Gill's first, captaincy in IPL. I know he captained the side, I think, under 19, I guess. But this is the first time in the IPL, so it will take some time for him to settle. But either way, I mean, this was just a weak show. I mean, it just looks suddenly Gujarat Titans look uninspired. I don't know why. You know, just looks really sad. Let's look at that, right? I mean, let's look at their innings. I'm just looking at the scorecard here. Riddhiman Saha is out, in the first over, and Mohammad Suraj again just test lens, just absolutely brilliant. Shubman Gill's, wicket was just silly. That loft was not required at that time, but whatever. And then Sai Sudarshan, who is probably one of the more reliable batters in the team, goes for just 6 runs, and that run out. That run out was one strike for the ages. A beautiful direct hit by Kohli. You should see that expression from Cameron Green. Something to watch out for. And finally, David Miller, Rahul Tewatia, Rashid Khan to some extent tried to balance it out, but Khan Sharma broke a really good looking partnership, right? So I think they kind of got the combination right now, for the team. I mean, RCB. So it was all downhill for Gujarat Titans from there on. Everyone bowled really well. Vaishak, Siraj, Yash with 3 wickets each. There were a couple of other fielding misses, but overall, RCB's fielding looks really good. Coming back to RCB's innings, obviously Faf went crazy. Haven't seen him go this crazy in a long time. 64 runs of just 23 balls. Virat Kohli did his usual thing. 42 out of 27 balls, still good. But by the way, Faf du Plessis hit 10 fours, 40 runs, out of the entire innings just came from those 10 balls. And then he hit three sixes. So that's 40 plus 18. That's like 58 runs out of 64 just came out of like 13 balls. It's mental. It's mental. So the other 10 balls hit like 10 singles, I guess. But with a strike rate of 278, he just looked really good. Looked like he's back in form. And this is definitely a dangerous a combination to look out for. I also think that they should have played Will Jacks. They should have opened with Will Jacks to start with because he can be messy. He can just mess the other teams up. Today, I think they got really lucky. He got out for one. They got really lucky, and of course, Noor Ahmed is the trump card, and he always delivers. I think nobody is still able to read Noor Ahmed. That's what I feel, but they got the bowling lineup right. The batting looks good. Royal Challengers Bangalore look excellent right now, but I guess it's a bit late. Very unfortunate, but it is what it is. At the same time, you have to see Suraj is coming back into form. Beautiful 2 wickets. And then, sorry, I'm coming back to the GT's team. Josh Little, my goodness, 4 wickets for 45 runs and just brilliant bowling, right? Like he gets Faf du Plessis, Patidar, Maxwell, and Cameron Green, all straight up big batters. He got smashed, early a lot. I think it was Faf du Plessis kept hitting him like crazy. The same thing with Virat Kohli. Now, somehow in the second half of the tournament, right after the power play, he gets his due, gets his 4 wickets, gets the four important men of the team. It was too late, but nevertheless, I think that'll be like a huge boost of confidence for Josh Little. So I hope he goes back to Ireland and comes back to the T20 World Cup. I don't know if they're playing T20 World Cup. Yeah, they are. And gives us a show. That's what we're looking at. Mohit got hit like crazy. Faf, tonked him all over the place. The partnership between Kohli and Faf was high scoring, 92 runs for just 1 wicket in 6 overs. Kohli was at 28, and by the time Faf got out, Jax came in and couldn't do much. Now I also see that this quick innings that Faf du Plessis played was just a match-winning innings, and Patidar was gone very quickly, and Maxie's gone just for 4 runs. We haven't seen Maxwell play a great innings. Green, the ever promising talent from Australia, hasn't been able to click. I mean, he's a very clutch player. He takes these important catches. He's bowling really well, but batting's just not working for him right now. And yeah, yeah, I mean, I thought at some point, especially when Noor removes Kohli, I felt like there's a little chance. Like, I was really expecting to see some sort of a collapse, and I thought it would get a little exciting, but definitely Dinesh Karthik would not let that happen. And he does the job, and RCB wins very comfortable, with a margin of 58 balls remaining, 4 wickets in hand, and a lot of heart attacks. A lot of people praying that they should not collapse. So, good game, RCB. Hopefully, you'll continue this form till the end of the tournament. Keep that points table chaotic. So, that's that. See you in the next one.